talk. Hello, my name is Kaz. Hello. Yes, hi, team or not team, but today I'm going to make a short video how to modify to enjoy my summer class, especially Barre and HIIT. And in Pilates, I normally have a time to explain for how to adapt, but in the Barre and HIIT, I speak very fast, and maybe you may not get it, and you may not have a time to absorb when you're moving on to the actual exercise. So I'm gonna have an opportunity to explain here so that you can enjoy and protect your body safe. And having said that, group exercise is not designed to heal your injury, because this is just a group exercise. Your instructor doesn't know your history, and we have to discuss each move. If it's personal training or with doctor, you have to have a long conversation. You have to know the cause, lots of investigation. So the move, the most suitable, is different, and also even same person, as people progress or healing process, it's every day is different. So it's not possible. So in a general standard class to cater for every single one of you, but you are the person who have to know which move triggered your pain or your triggered to not from healing. So you have to be really careful about not to do the move you feel pain or might likely to progress in a bad way. So ideally, exercise have to, most of the exercise is contribute to healing any problem, 95%, if you do things correctly. But if you do things exercise incorrectly, sometimes it's a reverse effect. So it's gonna be triggered to the bad way. So you have to really know what you're doing. So it's in a group exercise, you are responsible for what move you're going to do while I'm giving option. So because I don't know your history individual, so I want to just give us some more clarification about how to modify today. So there are several, maybe it's very dark, isn't it? Sorry, so it's dark. So the basic one today. So as all exercise, I recommend to take up Pilates, because Pilates always learn proper technique without the music, and then sometimes we have a use music, but posture and alignment. Because when you do keep on moving, even if you know the principle, sometimes you forget your right posture. So Pilates is gonna have a transition, even starting from static, then gonna move to the slow move. So you will learn as you regularly participating. So you not get it just one time maybe in 6 months, 1 year, you are able to perform even with fast music. So yes, hopefully I recommend to do Pilates alongside with Barre regularly. So then you're gonna more enjoy and injury-free. And not only injury-free, you're gonna boost your performance, ability to jump, every cardio, also sculpt your body and strong. So if once you're injured, you cannot do all the exercise, because you have to avoid. Some people have an injured ankle, so they never have a little bit. Or then some people, quite lots of people, I also are teaching young people, half of young people, they don't like jumping. So this one is very good for your explosive move. So it's gonna, you are able to jump high. Some people are very strong calves. Then you don't have a cramps when you, even if you are pregnant, if you have a strong legs, it's gonna be improve your everyday life. However, and also burn fat very fast. So if you are able to jump, you burn calorie more faster. But some people, you never able to do that. Once you develop the diabetes, then there's a reverse effect because you can't do that, but you're getting fat, then you're gonna you can't move. So I want you to avoid in the first place. So some people, lots of people actually got that back pain, including me, but I really getting control better. When I was young, I didn't do exercise. Then I used to bring lots of things in the one hand, and had a baby, makes really bad pain. But even back pain, there are so many different approaches, depends on type of your back pain. So the exercise, normally, yoga is supposed to be good for the back pain. However, it's not always correct. Sometimes, depends on hemorrhage and normal back pain. Some of the move, which good for some back pain, it's bad effect for some back pain. So in the reality, you really have to be careful about what to do. Sciatica, different type. So I also noticed a lot of people who desk work have a shoulder stiffness, and because of the posture, that was easy, quite a good, easy fix. However, some people long time is already body is deformed, it's rounded. So and lots of muscle training, then especially men, they didn't think about the posture, then it's gonna be rounded like this. It's difficult to come back to the normal posture because they just carry big things. That's all. I don't think it's recommendable. Starting from no weight, then light weight, resistance, then build up. Then otherwise, sometimes I say the back class don't use heavier one, even if you think it's strong because it forms is wrong. And also you tend to be damage your joint, even if you are young. So you have to, if you want to carry heavy one, you should see personal trainer first. Then have to be perfected. Then gradually moving to heavier one. That is the right thing. Otherwise, you're gonna have a type of the muscle, different body, gonna make different body and imbalance. Then it's very dangerous. Once it's developed imbalance, your pelvis located right position, then it's going to develop knee problem and other problem, back problem. Then it's going to develop internally. So I'm going to move on. So in a bar class, I normally teach by posture. So maybe all of you know. Then make sure, especially nice under chest up and here. Little tuck, and maybe you know this one, so I have to put it down. So always maintain the right posture or whatever it is. Then sometimes I want you to, so if some people can't open here, so this is very weak. So I don't want to force to open, but if you can't open, just you can just a little bit, it's fine. But however, you have to use your muscle inner thigh. So really try to cross inner thigh. Yeah, even if you can't open. So if you can opening up. So then if you open, make sure you use your glute and core same time. And a lot of people is very difficult to straighten your legs. So, but I understand, but just try to make an effort each time. So press your kneecap and really engage whole lower body. Yeah. Then, but sometimes problem is a lot of jumping things, but you don't have to jump. So especially you have ankle or knee problem. So I always give 3 options. First one, and up and down, up and down. This is always the first option. The second one is shuffle. this shape is quite strong. So there are actually, I'm going to give a more option today. So so, yeah. So normally I want to just give a small this option as a basic option. So, but you can do more modified. So half count up and down, and up and down. So this is it's good for strengthening your ankle if you have some very, very weak ankle or knee. So you can do so. Or second one is quite strong. So it's this one is a push. And when you do, so if you don't, you have to use muscle. So if you don't use muscle, it's rather like this. So it's no point doing this option. So if you're gonna do shape, you really have to screw the whole muscle and push out and in, and push out and in. So this one is a really strong option. So third option is sanjuban. So when you do sanjuban, you just don't do just jump. So when you're down, you have to be really try to soft landing. So you don't have to be so necklace, less noise. Then, so another option, so between, so if you want to, you can jump, but if you don't want to too strong, you can do just something like that. This one is really easier jumping, still cardio. So another option, we want to explain lots of people for shoulder. So, and wrist, actually, wrist. So lots of people, if you do lots of, we have a lots of all fours position. Then some people can do this one. Then because of the wrist is hurting. So in that case, I want you to put some, yes, I don't have anything at the moment. Yeah, here. Something, this is not ideal, but you should have something rolling. Yeah, so that you don't have to be really 90 angles. So if you have this angle, it's gonna ease pressure on your wrist. So if you knew it's gonna hurt you, you can do this one. If you don't have anything, you can knuckle. You knuckle. Yeah. So you may be already feeling here, shoulder. You can do modified when I do lots of shoulder press or something. The first option is knee down. This is a normally easiest one. However, even this one, you may, if you still hard, you can use your sofa. So then this is still press up. Okay, and then side one, side plank is normally people have more difficulty because we not get used to. It's gonna make stronger because first you feel very difficult because it's harder than two shoulder. So in that case, you don't have to be too, just I wanna give you, just make sure you put your shoulder to the socket. So yeah. So lots of people, what's happening, 80% is thinking like this. So then doing legs work, this is often, but don't do this. Just I want you to put your shoulder joint to the shoulder socket. So this is more important. So then I'm gonna have a nice alignment. That things we're gonna learn in a Pilates because it's so while you're doing lots of exercise, you're getting used to. So without I'm telling you or you dropping. So another thing, so some people have a very weak core. Some people may not be weak core, but because if you are pregnant, you don't want to put pressure to your belly. So you are not normally recommend to sit up style. So you cannot really actually do this. So in that case, so for pregnant lady, normally what we do is use a Swiss ball. Swiss ball, if you have, then just slightly up and down. So only a little bit. So just small modification. If you have a Swiss ball, it's going to help. But if you are not pregnant, the weak core, then this might be help. So because first stage, maybe you can just shallow. But if you keep on using this modification, you'll never be able to develop your core. So you have to a little bit try to challenge going down to using lower, then lift. So you have to keep maintain your neutral spine. So we're gonna explain Pilates class how to keep neutral spine. So in the basically, there are lots of equipment. If you have equipment, it's gonna help to gradual progressing. So if you don't have equipment, still you can do it, but because you don't wanna do more than this, do you? So once you're done, so now you don't feel any pressure here. So to able to getting stronger, you have to little bit give extra pressure. Otherwise, you'll never be able to strong. Yeah. So another pregnancy normally it's in general. So some pregnant people are very strong if they get used to exercise or ballerina. I see a lot of people ballerina doing spinning and jumping, big belly. So compare with them. So normal 20 who doesn't do exercise is weaker than pregnant people. So it can't stay standardized. So it's all individual. So you have to know what to do. So in general, we don't really recommend. So this is or if you feel comfortable, you can do short time. But if you don't not feeling comfortable, then you can avoid. You should avoid to this position and overhead with weight. So, but what's happening? The pregnant people, they think so, or they try to avoid anything is uncomfortable, but you have to know the line. You have to be also able to exercise and getting stronger. So you have to know the line, fine line. So for example, when I do the side line, then when sometimes lift, I think this side of exercise is normally it's no problem for the pregnant woman. But if you need help, so maybe you can use your hand. And so again, you I think lots of equipment going to help you to stabilize. So you can use, even if I don't say use equipment, you can use this one. And then when you lift, lots of people are gonna show you normally 45 or 90. But when you're pregnant, you can do small ranges. So just small. Or if you are new to exercise or your body is moving too much, please stay small ranges. So what's happening if most people think so bigger is better than like this. Oh, I'm doing good, but it's not. It's worse than small ranges. You never develop your strengths, and because you never using your core. So we prefer something small range with control and slow rather than fast. This happening all the time. So they think I'm doing well. No. So you notice I normally teach quite slow, except Barre is with music. So but you can take double time or half time. So even if I do fast one, so you don't have to do it. So you just say 1, 2, down, 2, then instead of 1, 1. So count is key. So you can modify without being told. Because I have to move with music, 1, 2, 1, 2. But always you listen to your body. So if you feel it, appropriate, instead of 1, 2, 1, 2, you said 1 and 2 and up and 2. Or you can, if you feel okay, you can do and together, then a little bit less and come back on. So any move, if you feel, because everyone is different. The people who done past time and people doing 2 years is much different. So first things you may not do long time, then you can have a rest, then come back on. But you should still have to feel it. So the people who have been doing long time feel big difference. You can be able to hold long time. So if you are doing long time, please try to do longer and until you really feel. And for next day, so the more you do, the less you feel next day. So you have to little bit push forward. So it's different. So, so it's very difficult. Everyone is different. So on the other hand, some people is not really pushing, but they don't want to push it. so they come all the time, but they don't want to work so hard. Then so you never develop. So for those people, I want you to push a little bit. But for those people who be doing long time, yeah, want to make a more progress. Yes. So then you can go. You can if you yes. So another lunge, often do lunge. So I think for lots of people, either you doing just shallow one. So if you have a knee problem, you can do shallow one. But if otherwise, I want you to always come 90 angle. Then, but however, lots of people, if you don't have any knee problem, they do this or back leg straight. But so if you're pregnant, you can do just this. But otherwise, I want you to do this side. Then if you're tired and have a rest, that is better. So proper pose and have a rest. So another thing, lots of people, I think almost all, they never fully up. So your heel is always halfway. So I want you to make, you might be able to do it because I think you never tried to do it. So I think if you can, fully up, try. So if you've been doing quite qualified, so instead of this, try to lift and down. So that is the challenge you do. So on the other hand, you are always grounded. So even if I do a little bit, so if you have a pregnant and, it's not all pregnant, some people can do all, but if you feel tired, so you can always ground it. Yeah, also you have a knee problem, you can do it. Another things are if you stretches, don't skip stretch, warm up stretch, warm up, and last stretch is to protect you. So if you come late, please, I assume you done your workout, warm up before entering. Otherwise, I'm not responsible. You have to be warm up before entering. So please do warm up if you're gonna be late, and then maybe yes. Then after stretching, don't miss stretch. If you have to leave earlier, let me know. And you have to always do stretches. Yes, this is your responsibility. So and then Then sometimes, if you're getting older like me, you need a longer stretch. So normally, I don't do quite long. I just do 5 minutes. So some people you need more actually. So please do more stretch even if my class end. Yes. Or you can type in the thread if you need more stretches. If a lot of people are happy, I'm gonna do more longer stretches. Yeah. So luckily we don't have many people, so I tend to accommodate your requirement. So I adjust. So if most of you are happy with relaxation, I'm gonna do relaxation, so which is good thing. So just another thing. So if you are pregnant, you shouldn't do overstretch because this is you might feel more comfortable, but however, because you are more flexible while you are pregnant, so but you shouldn't do overdo it. So more control, I'd rather working on control. So don't try to, oh, I'm flexible now. Don't try to overdo it. So just even if you feel like, oh, now I can do this. So try control. So if you used to be like this, just stay here. Okay? So that's it. And then, so another things, what do I think? Oh, I can't think about it. So dangerous things. Sometimes I realize that. So I don't use a heavy weight in a bar. And so if you want to use a heavy weight, you can do weight exercise. Sometimes I offer the kettlebell weight or workshop, and then bar exercise is not for the, because each exercise has different purpose. So heavier things is a weight training. It's a different purpose. So in the bar exercise, try not to bring over 3 kilograms, even if you think you're very strong. Actually, 2 kilograms still difficult. So I recommend to up to 1.5 each. Normally 1 kilogram. Or if you are new, you can do 0.5 or now. And other things, band. All equipment are optional and tend to be stronger than none. However, it's often it's better without, because you can more focus your form. So if your form is not correct, try not to use equipment. And if you think you are ready to do strong exercise, you can use ball or a band, and yes, tubes or loops. So each equipment have a slightly different effect. Can I give some time? You can use this ball, weight, anything, but use it, but slightly different. So it's different effect. So sometimes if I recommend, I preference is tube. So the tube is the best option. But however, you want to do something stronger, but you don't have tube, then you can use band. Sometimes band is better than tube. So I cannot explain here, but so different purpose. Yeah. So I think my student got lots of equipment anyway. So that's good, but you can do without. But as you're getting stronger, I think I recommend to use equipment. When you do yoga, I think block is quite necessary, because as far as I know, all of you need blocks because you're not flexible enough, and also even if you are flexible, to have a block, you make alignment more better and more properly. So if you can get the blocks, if you don't have, yes, it's a recommendation, and the mat, of course, and the other things. Can I have a question? Yes. What do I think? And wait. Yes, wait. Anything? What I think? Then we need to jump. Oh yes. Barre. Yes. So when I do legs exercise, for example, and altitude things. So this kind of things is your heels are higher than me. But this is ideally like this. But however, this could be very strong for your back. So if you have a back problem and you don't think you have a muscle, so you can do lower, of course, lower. And always have option. You can tap down, even if I don't say that you can have option tap. But for attitude, maybe this is a difference that you can do. So this is the purpose, your glute. So you can use your glute here. So attitude, and so develop tanju. So also you can do tanju and glisse and battement. So this is always you can choose from. So tanju and glisse. So yes, that's what I remember. So lots of people when said you can have a battement, but you start doing battement, but well, actually, if you're not doing Pilates, don't do battement because I see lots of people here. What's happening like this? So for battement, it's quite difficult because even glisse is difficult because your hip won't stay same. So glisse is you are managed, but if you do battement, this hip bone tend to be higher. So like this. So this is open. So I think I don't recommend. I think for me, I think up to here. So try here, touching here. Then if you, I think it's more safe to do 45. I think even 45, some people is this is opening. This is not really, it's this higher. Be careful about this. And the other things. Yes. So sometimes I do this. This one. Most of you done more than 3 years, but I'm saying all the time, but still not listening to me. Here I said, arm straight, chest parallel, but still doing and here happening. Here, keep doing this. So it's not good. So always still neutral position, then keep, so it's hard. So you focusing your legs height more, but upper body is more important. So just keep maintain this one before you lifting your legs. So if you're pregnant and you can just opt the hole, just tap or just tap the angle. And what we're gonna do? Wait, as a HIIT. HIIT is supposed to be very fast, but I know it takes long time, so I am allowed you to take your own pace. But just purpose your heart rate is as high as possible. Ideally, you have some heart rate monitor aiming 85%. So as long as your heart rate is higher, you don't have to be too fast because it's dangerous. If you're too fast, you might twist. And if you have a knee problem, don't twist. And yes, always have a balance and balance. Yes, yeah. For pregnant, maybe you might find it difficult. So try not to do one leg swing because it may be difficult. You might fall. So please just little balance, just a little balance. Yeah. So instead of, for example, I do the punche, and just overuse your something support and just practice your hip level. Yeah. And what other things? Oh, I think that's it for now. And if you have any more further questions, I may have to do number 2 modification next month. And yeah, I hope it helps. And just make sure you in a bar, you choose your own option. Don't worry. Then sometimes I always showing that. So while I'm doing jumping, you can mix match. You can jump together, then come back. So you don't have to do the same things as me. So just enjoy. Once you did 3 things, maybe you can try 3 patterns. Then you do whatever you feel like it. So you have to feel happy too. And yes, I think we covered it, didn't we? And yeah, and also please, after each class, I really appreciate you give some feedback or complain if you have, maybe email me. If it's complain, email is better. And if it's I need, because I want to really improve, and I want to challenge myself, and I want to learn something new. I want to teach something new while I want you to do move correctly, but at the same time, I want to have a fun. So it's quite difficult. So if you do too serious, you get bored. So between seriousness and fun. So sometimes I think I change too much, maybe because you don't have a time to learn one move. Maybe I'm thinking to keep something 2 or 3 important move, 1 month or something, until people learn better, then move to the other one. Then rather than do everything is different. So yeah, if you are very advanced, maybe you would enjoy every time is different. But where you beginner, I think, and if you want to improve, it's better to do some of the move, repeat it, and so that you will discover how to improve yourself each time. So, but yeah, last time maybe when I asked a student, they said they like variety, so it's fun. So I understand. But however, in the club I go, all other bar teacher do the same move about 2 or 3 months. So then that class is more popular than my class. My class is somebody who likes to have a unique and fun and they like challenge. So so I want to be something more thinking about more boring standard plus fun, maybe half and half. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I get bored fast than students. So maybe 2/3, maybe. But anyway, maybe you give me some feedback. So if you like this, oh, I really like this move. I'm not keen on this one. But still, I have to do something you don't like because everyone is different. But it's nice to know the feedback. So, for example, yeah, some people said I don't like some ballet balletic move because I don't have a coordination. On the other hand, some people, oh, I love balletic move. So it's quite confusing. So that's why I do sometimes I do ballet, sometimes I athletic and changing around. But so it's very difficult. Everyone is different. So, but for me, I like both. So I try to do variety. So which is I think suitable for you. But yeah, but maybe maybe if I have to choose, do maybe for example 2 months. If I was forced to do one class for 6 weeks, maybe what I have to choose, I don't know. So I want to have your opinion. Maybe your opinion is different because you've been doing quite a long time. So most of the club have a more beginner, more they don't have an idea. So maybe different. So that is the difference. But I welcome your feedback and I hope enjoy. Hope you got something from here. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yes.